like to see a global coming in against Orianna. I think you need to play around her.
Yeah.
So instead of taking like a composition where you want to team fight over and over into the Orianna, you take one where you can play side lanes.
Then he puts the little ward over the wall. It's basically a TP turret. It tells enemy AD carry, hang on. PowerOfEvil.
He's caught. Okay, he does get the cleanse on. Trick's going in. He's down. He's going too far forward. Oh, he is absolutely out of there. First blood to PowerOfEvil.
Oh, Trick, he didn't have ulti yet. When he then flashes forward, realizing he didn't have a bullet ready. Extremely aggressive. I'm not sure if he thought the flash was gone from PowerOfEvil, and that's why he went for it, because otherwise PowerOfEvil is just going to flash himself.
However, with the flash and the cleanse down, we could see a repeat of that play pattern where Perkz just dashes in, goes for one chain. If it hits, try another one if it doesn't, or simply set up a dive here. No flash, no summoners.
Oh, but there is a shockwave. It does hit Trick, but not nearly enough damage is dealt, and a three-man gang squad will this time get the return.
And will definitely still be on the mid lane now. You got the summoners. Ember.
Ooh, true shot. Oh, that's blocked by the Unbreakable there. Now Mithy, he's stunned up. He could get taken out on this one. Hybrid chasing forward. Can they get the stun up? The Chomp gets the Summoner heal out of Zven. Stays alive.
It's not over yet, Pyra.
Nope, Zven did manage to walk out of the Glacial Fissure though.
Soaz had teleport for that entire fight. I actually am surprised they didn't go for it. Instead, he wants to dive top.
They're going for it, trying to get the tree right out of lane one way or another. Soaz is going to ult back here, and Amazing throws down the Lamb's Respite on himself as he tanks the turret, and then flashes right over so he doesn't die.
Great timing here. Just got the last shot, then heal from it. Flashes over.
A bit of a trade you get. You are still laning with Co and Tier.
Ooh, Trick wants a kill on Soaz.
Yeah, Soaz nearly back to the safety of tower, but no mana. It's going to have to burn his flash.
Oh!
Learns his lesson, but this time he lines up a shot and doesn't hit.
Maokai was the play pattern, but he kind of disappeared, and now we have more action in the bottom lane.
Yeah, turn their attention towards Emperor. He burns his flash quick, and a pair of teleports coming out here. Emperor feels safe enough to turn back on, but the teleports are canceled as G2 secures themselves a Rift Herald, and all that build up for nothing.
Well, no, right now, OG is winning.
Here comes the dive. Soaz with his Iceborne. Will it be enough to get Kikis before he is out? And this is the big gang squad we expected once again. Soaz knows the game is up, and Perkz will take him out, investing 5 members to the top side to secure that kill.
On the bottom side, but you would invest 4 members on top side to push that tower. So there was a worst case scenario for G2 that wasn't all bad, just trading towers. Perkz
Boy, ooh, he forces the Lamb's Respite out. Amazing.
Yeah, and this all starts with that early gank that Perkz got. His build got accelerated. He's obviously opting into a more damage-oriented build. A very early mini spike here with that Abyssal.
Exactly the same towards the bottom lane. Because again, with Perkz always pushing in mid first, he's going to roam into the bottom side jungle.
In front of a crowd with a real title to win, and he's just leisurely strolling to the enemy jungle blind.
Oh, there's a fight right on the hunt was the key for that one to start, as Mithy just narrowly gets taken down, and they've got 4 members on the bottom. Parallel Convergence comes in, Soaz looking to chase out Emperor. The splash, the spell shield, it's not going to be enough, but will they turn on Amazing? They do, and Trick gets the kill with that one. Soaz tries for the chrono break, but he gets stunned up. Twisted advance, you're going nowhere, and Hybrid even picks up the kill. Now Zven on the retreat path.
And this was the play we talked about. Perkz is going in for Zven, takes him down as well, but this was the play. G2 focus on the bottom lane, and
he can just pop his way out of there. Trick is chasing onto Soaz, and he's bringing help as well. GT just don't seem to do anything alone. Assists as well as kills all across the board, and Soaz, he's gonna get stunned up on this one. Throws down the Convergence, but it's not enough. And Trick with another kill. 3-1-3 on the game.
it's just fantastic to watch.
Yeah, but seemingly out of nowhere, maybe Soaz can survive the attack, but definitely not fight back.
No, he'll be able to probably jump back. He's going for Zven.
Yeah, turns, and he keeps on. Whoa! Holy moly!
That's right!
And he just gets away. Soaz is going to try to hunt him down, but that won't do nearly enough. The shockwave lands, but look at how healthy G2 still are. Pressuring down the mid. This just got crazy.
Origen said, okay, we know Perkz is on the bottom lane here. We're going to move 2 guys down. Then he can't jump us. And he goes in for the kill. Soaz chasing him.
Yeah, he jukes him.
Full Houdini on that one, too. Just keeps on running away. Buying more time.
Yet.
The team just keeps grabbing these objectives. Perkz to change the juke. Oh my
Perkz is
goodness.
so good on LeBlanc. This may actually be needed for a ban here because he's just toying with the Origin lineup. Maybe he'll fall eventually right now. Next dash is still on cooldown.
And
he actually gets away, and look at this. G2 on the other side of the map are adding insult to injury. They're starting up a Baron after that push in the mid lane. Origin no, but there's absolutely nothing they can do about this.
Let this be a lesson for everyone. This meta doesn't have to be 30 minutes of farming. G2 are showing. This is what happens mid lane, by the way, after Perkz.
Yeah,
standing up his kill.
Maokai Sivir, obviously a really good early rotation on purple side because you can just send in the Maokai with ultra speed.
I mean, Origin are looking like Swiss cheese right now. They're just getting blown full of holes left and right. Now we've got a Baron power play 21 minutes into the game. We'll see how far G2 can take this. They're up 7k gold. That's huge.
It's going to do even more damage, and that's the one you need to hit. No, and it's a big problem for Origin. Obviously, having that blue side, and let's talk about after, because G2 going.
On the hunt, teleport being channeled here. This tower is going down. Trick a little bit chunked out on that one, but they managed to get what they came for, and maybe they'll get even more here. Gotta respect that Orianna ball, but it hasn't been doing nearly enough for Origin, who are looking to try and find something, anything that will keep them alive. The Baron power play ends at 2,800 gold. Last time, and they own just so much of this map right now. OG are gonna have to do something quick to get back right into it. Oh, that damage! Hello! They get everything onto Zven, but he just narrowly stays alive thanks to the Lamb's respite. Not for long as Trick gets the unstoppable kill, and Kikis is chasing down Soaz. Things are looking grim.
Oh, and Origin had to stay around this Baron. They had to look for a team fight. Like, you need to win that next big engage or the game is over. You can't just sit back, because then the Baron is gone, your base is gone.
And they make the play again. This time it's amazing who bites the dust. There's nothing left for them to do except try to cling to the base. And now Trick is just barely able to stay alive. Soaz could not finish him off. Inhibitor tower's going down. What Baron? They don't even seem to need it. Perkz looking now for Soaz. Doesn't manage to find him. There is a shutdown. PowerOfEvil nabs Trick, but they are still fighting over this one. And Zven is just blinking low. Flash forward. Perkz needs one more, and he nails it. Origin still trying to hang on to this, but they are losing so much control.
In the end, becomes a bit of a messy fight because half of G2 are still trying to run away or take the inhib.
Yep, they never know when to stop fighting. PowerOfEvil, he could go low in this one. Perkz gets shut down. That's the first time he's died all game.
50 seconds on Perkz. Now, this might be the chance for OG to go out and get a Baron and use that to try and get back in this game. Hybrid trying to run away, will go down with the Iceborne Gauntlet from Soaz. Actually,
Emperor
no,
comes
because
into play.
Emperor comes in, but Baron still has to be the option for Origin.
Soaz still turning. No, not enough damage to finish off Hybrid, but now Emperor might be the one who's caught here. OG looking to try and lock this one up to where they can get themselves the Baron. This is the chance they were waiting for. Still a lot of time on Kikis, a lot of time on Perkz, a lot of time on Emperor. This might be the chance.
Yeah, just Kikis teleporting in won't be it. Trick might be in time to duel, at least for the smite here. Could be a big mental blow to Origin.
Is 2 levels above. Amazing at this point. Means a lot with the smite. But they have to get in there. Kikis has to go in and buy some time.
Right around. He's going to go in for it. Doesn't manage to get the blowback he needed. So that is Baron secured for OG. They have bought themselves a moment, and they managed to take down Kikis again.
And this is sadly the other side of the coin of what we've seen so far in the European LCS. G2, they go for aggressive play, one after the other, and then suddenly they buy into their old playbook a little bit too much, overreach, and get punished.
But OG have the cooldowns on. No more minion waves in the mid lane, but that tower's not looking too healthy, and the inhibitor in the mid may not be back up for long. Perkz just keeps pecking away, get the chip damage off.
Yeah, Perkz is trying to pull 2 guys towards that top lane so they can take mid tower, and he managed to do it.
Now he goes into on Soaz, who has to chrono break himself back. He doesn't even get that much of a heal on it now as the Ignite was burning his health down. Amazing taking low. This is going to be the inhibitor number 2. Inhibitor number 3 now is halfway down its health. Origin are clinging to life.
Yeah, we see the shifted priority here as we see Perkz dash in one more time. He gets Mithy down.
Chains on, and he gets the kill. Turns for Zven. Twisted advance. That's the double for Perkz. Coming up huge this game now. Hybrid, he's going to go down, but Soaz will pay dearly for that one. It is only Amazing and Power to try and stem the flow of minions. The attack from G2 Esports.
Yeah, this time it was calm and collected. Inhibs first, kills after. Everybody on the same page for G2. Perkz goes in for a cheeky combo onto Mithy, and then everything starts falling down. G2 looking to convincingly take, honestly, game 1 of this series. They're leaving a mark.
They certainly are. PowerOfEvil, twisted advance on. He may not last for long, or rather it's the base that G2 have set their sights on. And in 35 minutes, not without mistakes, but they demolish ORIGEN and make a huge statement here in Rotterdam.